Chumurano gotko boli tukerigaria Alhamisa tiki tariki 21 cy'umutinyiga oikumunari mu mwaka wigana mangabirega kwaniki gwakorwa se county yitu ya Kisii county ya Nyamira wiki county ya Nairobi chinga kebari kibaito bangwana maya babikire kambi korwa achinsemo ao chinga keboigo enkwana y'umuraibwense ya Kenya bosio bwe ebunge enene nyakabage 40 ebirengero ao korwa achinsemo ao imena isko yorogongorwa gusi Ekeonga Chinsa Ibere chobutkubarero nkorwa kebino nkoba korwa sensemelia ye manyirerio niga korwa Wilson Makori kabana into komoli ko liarero nigo omuraibwense ya Kenya muske Dr. William Samoei Ruto nyakobo ikena abosio bwe bunge enene mninchire moyo kwanira igoro yemechando yibwatiranetie ense ya Kenya okwana aritko liarero nigo muske Dr. William Samoei Ruto abera kwanira igoro ya mangana mange ayabwatiranetie ense ya Kenya anamono okurwa asensemelia yobachenu oika asensemo yebirengo bisemi araboturu nigo ariganirwa n'umurikito Abigail Nyanchama
Omurai bwense ya Kenya Dr. William Ruto nigo aigirira omoroberio moya buko bwatoka chibesa gocha saboro kiwabe chi university ne chiskuru chobobundi gokwanira abakenya omobasorero kurosamaga choye bunge Ruto nigo atebabuna omoroberio oyo moya nigo gocha koba oyo bwengencho enene gocha se aboro kiwa balye batali kwenyara kubwatekana nemechande yo ebwatete university ya Moi omoske Ruto niga tebabuna nige bwanirete
We introduced a new student-centered higher education funding model. This model gives priority to the most vulnerable students, offering them up to 95% government support, while also pulling our universities back from the brink of collapse. The remaining challenges for a few universities, like Moi University, are related to internal administrative and governance issues, which I have given firm instructions that they should be addressed. To further enhance access to higher education, we launched the Open University. We introduced a new student-centered higher education funding model. This model gives priority to the most vulnerable students, offering them up to 95% government support, while also pulling our universities back from the brink of collapse. The remaining challenges for a few universities, like Moi University, are related to internal administrative and governance issues, which I have given firm instructions that they should be addressed. To further enhance access to higher education, we launched the Open University of Kenya, and this House approved that exercise, paving the way for more students to achieve their academic goals. The institution's first cohort of students is scheduled to graduate next week on the 29th of November 2024.
Ase omoroberio bwechinyomba cheligo lirike omoske Ruto niga tebabuna amaremo niga beira make ase igo nomobaro bw'abantu nigo genrete komenteka ase igo omoroberio yo nigo ogochego konya gosira uchumi yense ya Kenya.
People are forced to choose between enduring long, punishing commutes to faraway homes or taking up less desirable spaces within reach. Supplying the number of units required to fill the affordable housing gap requires us to undertake construction throughout the country at the rate of 200,000 new housing units every year for 10 years. Many people have asked why they should be interested in affordable housing project in rural areas. If you look around, you will witness the signs of our urban future. Land sizes are becoming smaller as the population grows in rural agricultural areas.
Kubwatekana no moroberio o hasla fund omoske Ruto niga tebabuna omoroberio yo nigo bakonyire abakenya wetania chimilioni emerongebere nabane.
On financial inclusion, we have made remarkable progress through the Hustler Fund. To date, this innovative initiative has disbursed Kenya shillings 60 billion, benefiting 24.6 million Kenyans and mobilized over 3.3 billion in savings. The fund maintains a repeat customer base of 8.5 million beneficiaries with a repayment rate of 79%. To mark the fund's second anniversary, we have taken a bold step by launching a third product specifically tailored for small and medium enterprises. This new initiative will initially target 2 million beneficiaries who have demonstrated a strong credit history with the fund.
Getembe Television Ekeonga Kiamamogusi. Mel's Pizza and Cafe asibakoros chikeki, chibaga, migati, chipizza, chiplata, boigon cross bare indagera inyansu, muna inyamam, jengombe, yemburi, yengoko, chi wet fry, chi dry fry, inswe, nibinde ebinge. Koni bare, muna chi fresh juice, na boigo chi milkshake, chi juice au, na uba koretera ebibionsi, guika ase utagete. Cookie, scones, Getembe Television Ekeonga Kiamamogusi.
Tukwirana asense mwende ritko liarero boigo niko muraibwense akanyo moske Dr. William Samoei Ruto haberega kwanira igoro ye sector yo oboremi abwasa berega otemna ningabe kitemiro bolisene yogo chia ukinya sector yo abwasa boigo haberega otemna nigo arachkuboterana amona abaremi abwase aberega kwanira igoro yeligori dio boyo goika korwa ase chilingi chiribu isana bere wika chiringi chiribu ibere na chimisano abwasa berega otemna nigo ense ya Kenya egendete kwegenderia ukinya ebirengo by'uburemi imense ya Kenya roboti uru nigo rwariganirwa no muri kito buransagini isena
ase engwana ya yensa eyemo ya chaka Chinsa isano na isatu nishtege kemeronge 5 wika Chinsa 10 chemaragoba ya lero muraibwense ya Kenya moske Daktari William Samoei Ruto ase engwana ya gatatu kurasweta visi.
I'm honored to address you today in the fulfillment of the mandate vested in me under Article 1321C of the Constitution.
Nigairera yo serikali ya ikiranire na gati yabo gutinye shilingi ya Kenya na wika umutinyo kabiro mwako yega dola ikonyere shilingi 150 no mona isano na Ibere bono nigere shilingi 120 na kianda.
We haven't been watching helplessly and doing nothing as adversity took a toll on the economy and undermined the livelihoods and well-being of the people. On the contrary, we have been working tirelessly to steer the country away from the brink of unprecedented economic collapse and onto a more promising trajectory. The second point is that while we may not be where we would like to be, we are certainly not where we were 2.25 years ago. At the same time, the cost of living was substantially high, with prices of basic commodities beyond the reach of many households. Today, I'm proud to report that the macroeconomic indicators point to a positive turnaround and an upward trajectory. Has stabilized significantly, appreciating from Kenya shillings 162 to the dollar in February 2024 to Kenya shillings 129 today, a remarkable gain of 20%. This recovery has restored confidence in our financial markets and significantly reduced the cost of servicing external debt, creating fiscal space for our development imperatives.
Goika esekta yolemi muskeruto niga kere serikali kokaso kubwato kuboyo buli insego cia sabalemi egetambo rukeira ligoli ndagara kogwa na gokyanya ligoli bogimasa ba Kenya.
Honorable members, our efforts to secure food security and stability are already bearing fruit. Since February, we have distributed subsidized fertilizer to 6.45 million registered farmers in 45 counties, enabling them to increase their yields. And this year, we have procured and through e-vouchers distributed 7 million bags of both planting and top dressing fertilizer to boost food production across the country. This intervention will see a projected increase in maize production, for example, to a record 74 million 90 kilogram bags. We have also concluded long-term agreements with 11 suppliers of assorted fertilizers so as to make this commodity available all year round. Fertilizer for the long rains season will be stocked in outlets nationwide, ensuring our farmers are ready to plant, grow, and produce. This forward momentum will not only increase our agricultural output, but also reduce our reliance on costly food imports, securing a more self-reliant and a more prosperous Kenya.
Ruto boigo nigaine kyabune biwanda byonsi 15 na bire bya sukari ya sense ya Kenya nigo byabukiwa na wikira bono nigo biregasi asabo igatebe serikali ya chakire binde bine ebiboigo birache kubwatera na gukinie birango bya sukari ya Kenya.
In the sugar sector, we have achieved a historic milestone. In July alone, domestic sugar production reached 84,000 metric tons, surpassing the national monthly consumption average of 40,000 metric tons. For the first time in recent history, Kenya is producing enough sugar to meet our local demand.
Ikomi ababunge nigo barache konyora libagari abene gukwana robot rumora igwense ya Kenya amatuko 4 go chakari tukuri Jumatatu ewike gocha. Korwa asamaga choye bungene na sumuchi o Nairobi eretana ne Brian na sagini isena
yamana sano murikito Brian sagini sena no roboti rwasenchira yobo ikiranu tokwirana asense mwende litkoli ya roboigo nigo muraibwense ya Kenya nyakobo gutuguterare igoro echinkwana anamono igoro yoko nigwa kugetige chindege gya JKIA ochasense milia adani okwana litkoli ya rero asamaga che bunge nigo moskeruto Amerika otamuna nigo ensemeyo etabwatibwa matebonde bwensi muna tokumanyigwa amono murikito
Maiga jense ya Kenya kunyara kobake ko kutwara amaiwanano ni company ya Adani gakore gentu gekorukwa na public private partnership ze PPP abo sebanyat kuba bago sainia amaiwanano ni company ya mokuru sense ya boindi emanyekante buna Adani group abakenya bange bagosokia sedio giri goromono wetera senjera yekerero gosemetanda yekerero yemanyekante buna social media abayo wetera asset media bakanyara kuba bagwesokia na kugikiria gitambo kirugia serikali kubwaterana ne company ya Adani yo abange bagoteba buna ne company bwate record embego se record cia injiri chingiya litkolia rero kiri kyanyora bange kwetera asenjera yo mushtuko magiga ye president kunyara kubaka guteba buna maiwana na ndonsi akolire gati ye serikali ya Kenya ne company ya Adani anyale kubaka gutuguterware mo president ni ganyara kubaka goteba buna eke ngwetera keria anyara kubaka gotegerera eliogire abana inchi na gutuguterare amaigwana no ye company ye ya Adani na serikali ya Kenya
provided because of the information that has been provided to us by partner nations. I have directed agencies within the Ministry of Transport and the Ministry of Energy and Petroleum to immediately cancel the ongoing procurement process for JKI expansion public-private partnership transaction, as well as the recently concluded Ketrago transmission in public partnership and immediately commence the process of onboarding alternative partners, because these are important projects.
Gakumubwatesia chinga kichicho omusike Shadrack Mosio yoro musolista general somo shauri monne we serikali boigo niganyara kubaga kwene kebuna nigo baira chingaki nyingi gukwana no president bwense elio komosemia na komwerera igoro yobuya bogotuguterare amang'ana ya dani
serikali ekoigwebire ebirero by'abantu buna bono mo president egule ebirero bya abakenya adani bono ya rurororo amang'ana yegeti kiendege abakenya konyora bakurire ng'akiaonigwe amang'ana ya rurororo na inche buno mo semio monene bwa serikali esense mo ya machiko ntwachangiete gotebio monene bwense ng'a ategerera maoni nere mumaete no morayo koigwa oigure buya amang'ana adani oyabekereire nse
Homo bunge constituency ya Kitutu Masaba Moske Clive Mbanegisairo boigo na Doris Tonya Toto aburi kore county ya Kisii yarusha umanyi kore se county ya Nyamira boigo banyara ko babagu kwanera igoro yenganeye ya dani
so buna arusiria mang'ana ya dani that is okay at least Ibere ralipunguke na mang'ana ya shisha akole miremo hakeba Kenya bogire mpaka barosi
telinga nere ucha ku cancel ene pressure ko Chinsa cha mumbo kyagara adani group njaba indicted in American rero ne kero ko very indicted igali ndibwe nso okole biasara naye nabara nyoire kabwato bokongu wesechi group echuna chabo IMF chabo World Bank ekena kyagari rero bakire yutan ese gento twaro cho pio wandai ndera renge gukigerera ngene gentekia kego cha kokonyense
Wanchi murato kutigarite asenseme yorit kol yara boigo nigo omorai bwense akanyo moske Dr. William Samoei Ruto anyako bokwanera igoro esegi yo bokurumi kwane kingango chiara gokora bokurumi wabero kwane kigwa asinsemo aom nigo moske Ruto aberga otamna nigo harach kunyako bokurigeria ensemelia yaba waziri wika asensemo ya abajumbe amna tukumnyigwa no muliketo Boniface Ongeri
Omorai bensomoske William Ruto orire eira yogochia gotingia esegi mamincha nobokurumi asata uruna bale bonse bakwebaturania nobokurumi nigo barachie kwenyora asa arabe kigima okwana asagi karo kyobamo kyebunge enene bunge ye senate ritkoria lero moske Ruto nigaro gukorera ogotindi gochia sabakurumi isko naime ye serikali yaye.
Of the many difficult assignments I have undertaken, this fight against corruption is one I now take on with resolve going forward. Let this serve as notice to all. Independent institutions charged with this responsibility must up their game, pull up their socks, and match up to the expectations of the people of Kenya. Honorable members, I have stated in the past and now reiterate today that in the face of undisputed evidence or credible information on corruption, I will not hesitate to take decisive action.
Chinkwane cho chintinde cho moske William Ruto ni wachiko cha maiga ya baraibe kanisa kiaeta kwa machibirengo bibokurumi ase serikali ya Kenya kwanza umaribense nigate abuna obukurumi nigo baroko gosereria okonene gocha sobolindi wense okagendere wense na igo kogania okobwaterana eligo kora omochando yo
regardless of employment or financial status. Secondly, despite serving a limited class of citizens, NHIF nevertheless accumulated billions of shillings of debt because of misalignment between contributions and the actual cost of healthcare. Taifa Care has undertaken an accurate costing of all healthcare-related goods and services in order to provide timely, effective, and efficient service to every Kenyan.
Chikakecho ni go Ruto atumekari bagerio wakira ekoko moroberio moyabo bochenu osha asate buna ni go rachego kiania ebikore bibokurumi buna yarenge kwenekiwa asumoroberio omokorobo bochenu NHIF.
On our commitment on the universal health coverage, I signed into law 4 groundbreaking legislation on the 19th of October passed by this August House. The Social Health Insurance Act replaced the outdated National Hospital Insurance Fund and established the Social Health Authority, which oversees 3 essential funds. This modern framework ensures that every Kenyan, especially the most vulnerable, can access quality healthcare services when they need it most. The shift from the National Health Insurance Fund model to Taifa Care is fundamental and radical in both scale and character.
Muraibense gakwenekia buna amadeni onsi yechinyagitari yomutini komi nigarachi wa kanwa goikera ikiego cha wetera somoroberio osha.
I therefore urge every Kenyan to take the most important step in securing dependable health care for themselves and their families. Register. Register now or at the earliest possible opportunity.
Inkorporated Egeteni Getembe Irene Boniface Ongeri.
Getembe Television Ekeonga Kiamamogusi. Mel's Pizza and Cafe asibakoros chikeki, chibaga, migati, chipizza, chiplata, boigon koros bare indagera inyansu. Muna inyamam, jengombe, yemburi, yengoko, chi wort fry, chi dry fry, inswe, nibinde ebinge. Koni bare, muna chi fresh juice, na boigo chi milkshake, chi juice up. Getembe Television Ekeonga Kiamamogusi.
Raitu mwanchumureto gusabo kwa wera kubatkana amone ngane yuhana mono kubura kwelio gitoko enda mone Ekeonga Chinsa Ibere niga abantu bari bamete amono bare makuru ase county ya Kisii litko liarero nigo babwatana amona abantu bari bande bamete amono bare ma imense ya Kenya ochengera okubaro kwemyaka 20 okwana ase county ya Kisii abange nigo babiro kubure serikali yomoske Dr. William Samoei Ruto kubwatana amo no mugavana we county ya Kisii yomoske Paul Simbarati ochia kuligireria ali bagenda tegwetera muna tukumanyigwa no muliketo Daniel Ontiri
nase nyomba yegikoro ya culture ime yomochobo songo ase county ya Kisii asabanto balia bamenyete no bolema abamanyikanite buna PWDs besokya haso guchingira emyaka 20 yoko barro boigo kuwatrina nekyombe kya National Commission for People with Disabilities NCPWDs bunencheremo boigo yoko enekya nagosemania igoro asibaruri na asibaguchia
toko yarigani na koserekea emyaka 20 ngayokuru yagachagetwe emyaka 20 yaerire twaroriro buyabu ayo bonge mbororo yagerira abantu abange bari babwato barimo bari kuruchobisi ao agerire twatwarira abajumbe in parliament, in the senate, twatwarira abajumbe ase county assemblies mangana na mange yatokoreire na inderende boigo national council yatokonyire asokurikia abantu babwato barema egere banyare gwikira service chinde jirie serikali eganeti yakonya barema
asige karo ekyo gikerenwa na bubwatani ao egatiabo abo waziri kurwase county ya Kisii mo president wa abantu abaiga bomenyete no barema egati yo bubwatani banda bange nechinga kicho bagokera egetambokiro gyo kubwateranirwa hase mirobolyo ao nekyombe kigam egatiabo konyora ensemo yabo yemeronge tato igoro yemyam ilikoene kiuna na barabo bagenderero gosugumoke magenderero
bamekira lot of achievements mba ruanete pakaliti ko ligoro kunga agibo dikaba put into place kere chitanda cyo ko Kenya gaiga 30% cyanyara kogenda asaba abantu bari bijana abangina and the people living with disabilities. And that one kiaberaga yokorekana tari gusioka Kenya ngima every time tendering process yokorwa there is a provision 30% for that team, and that is a milestone banyare go achieve through their continuous engagement with all the stakeholders as a country ya Kenya. Na ndubune county ya Kisii we also committed we ensuring we have abided by that regulation ya 30%.
Mwaziri nyakweba chinga kecho nigamenta buna county ya Kisii nerange na nagenderete kubwatrina na bantu baiga bomete no bolema akwene kebuna bakonyekire kurwase mirobolyo ao yego cham na muno kurwa serikali nene neria ye county
tuwenda ko basherekea to celebrate tukore gasi nabo as our day to day activities tuabaye resident tumne county ntore tayari ntomanyete nga bawade certain challenges kogenda none nyagitari yari tuatebire nga we shall always ensure that tuababekire in a way abago feel part and parcel of the society.
Asense mwende ni kubakwa na igoro yemechandelia bagenderete gwetera gati abo gotume kwa n'abantu gete eri gwekonya baraboka banyene asonanyere bo bakwanira buna kiserikali au nchigwe sona ne asoko eneke buna bakonyekire
abantu bane bali batumika bale mafu una egende kiabo yo konyora engeri abo credit ko umuntu akobata mara mafu mugeka para krangu gete para beso bana konyora umuntu ryocho ira beseri ojo kwa mahitaji haya ejo ne gente kana nande challenge nene to bwata sebosongo yaitu ebintu bindembire bikoti byaba museke muri mavose anyariko bagako saru especially the GBV section muri mavu yekana ko bagako saru ekine kyagenda mutu okobera muri mavu mukondo mosies abasikari bande oyomo wasara olujibesa otabone no muri mavu ekine kyahe kanya ko bage utute twali
asige karekiga abange bameyite no borema niko bagendere kuboria serikali ya county ya Kisii nebyombe au bya serikali nabiriya bitali ebya serikali kogendera kubanyura iliyo kwene kyabo nabarabo bamenyire asenkira y'ubororo kurubadire gadaseni kya Getembe kurega se county ya Kisii letrene nguru ku Daniel Muntiri
Writing ya kito tiri mwancho yebiro mo aizamo gatwari robotirwai namono ya abara a